Bfdi Total Drama Island did great. Thank you guys so much. That's why we are back just in time for action. Same rules as last time apply to here. And just keep in mind, everything is only my opinion. Go ahead and comment down one person from each team you'd like to see win. Alright, let's get it. By the way, subscribing would be a huge help to the channel. 67% of y'all just seem to have forgotten to done that. Alright, for real though, back onto the show. So this is going to be the perspective from like back then, the audience, how they would view the characters, especially after the performance. And I won't lie, action might not be the strongest season, but it did start off very strong. Immediately you were hooked back into, you know, the reality of it. They weren't even teams yet, so just for the sake of making this easy, I'm going to say the audience is able to vote off one person from each team. I can't remember if it was Owen or Izzy safe, so I'm just gonna assume maybe both of them. You know what's crazy? The fact that Beth is legitimately most likely to be first voted out if this was like the scenario for BFDI. That's kind of mean, RP Beth. Now, as for the other team, I think last season we saw plenty of Duncan, and he starts off immediately bullying our boy Harold. At the moment, Courtney is not here, and the audience doesn't even think she'll be here later, so I really do think they would vote him off. And the first elimination is so ironic. Alright, the next challenge is your team had to find alien eggs. The gaffers won this one. Izzy went off this episode. No way she was gonna get eliminated like that. I won't even lie, it's between Owen and Trent, you acting crazy. But at the same time, I feel like Owen is just able to get a little bit more votes than you. Once again, got super far in Island, and I think the audience may want to see a little bit more from some people. So the next challenge, they had to do a lot. The hardest part, I think, probably like saddling up. Trent went crazy this episode. Gwen broke up with him. They probably lost mutual following. Luckily for Gwen, her team won, but Trent, you fell off. And I feel like more people are team Gwen than Trent. Alright, the Sandwich Project. They always making DJ get out due to some circumstantial bull because they never get him out on something regular. He's always quitting or getting eliminated to purge. If not, he would win every single season. I'm just now realizing I skipped the Shevchenko redemption, so we'll do that now. Which means DJ, you go up there. Gwen, your team lost, and I think back-to-back with Trent would probably be the best. Alright, this is the last challenge before merge, and basically you gotta knock people out, which is fire. Heather's team lost this episode probably because Izzy carried. Actually, no, they got some rootin' tune people on that team, and Lindsay went off this episode. I feel like Heather's meanness is almost enough to get her off. Pause. But Bridget, I just feel like the audience might lean towards voting someone a little bit more calm or mundane, which welcomes in Courtney to the merge, trying to slide in like she was here the entire time. Superhero ID is also one of my favorite challenges from this season. Courtney won this one with immunity, and now I think it's between Justin and Jeff, and it's such a close one, it really is. But due to Bridget being gone and Jeff being, I guess, a little bit calmer because he's sad or whatever, he probably almost wanted to dip anyway, and I don't think the audience appreciates like a giving up attitude over some coup. That's crazy, Jeff. Be better than that. The Princess Pride, this is another one Courtney won. God, they gave her plot armor. So now I think it's actually close between Heather, Lindsay, and Harold. Probably more narrowing it down to Heather and Lindsay, but Heather gets out. I'm sorry. She made it quite a bit, but I think the audience is, you know, a little bit like, all right, let's see who's actually gonna win now. Rock and roll, Lindsay. Congrats. You cannot accidentally vote yourself out because you do not have that power. Which, once again, the rock and roll episode, Courtney won. Cannot be eliminated. Lashana was fire and Island, and if it wasn't for the final 5 stuff, she probably would have won. But in action, she was a lot more mundane and mainly was there to help Harold. So I think some people, especially the audience, might target them because they don't know about a relationship going that far. Lashana, I'm sorry. I feel like Harold's actually putting in some work this episode trying to maneuver and like cause scenes. Plus, the audience thinks it's hilarious that Courtney keeps like beating up Harold and she can't get voted out because she keeps winning immunity immunity, which means she just beats him up more. All right, a space Owen. This episode is dedicated to Owen. He comes back not as a contestant, but just, as a little cameo, because Owen is a fan favorite of, Fresh TV, so they're gonna write him in if they're, gonna get rid of him that early. Beth actually won this one, so this one is completely up to interpretation, and I'm gonna say Justin wins it, which means Courtney finally. The audience have been able to do what they wanted to do for so long, which means we have the final 4. The next one is Top Dog with your animal buddy. Beth won this one, which means once again it's free. Izzy would be fire at a challenge like this. Justin, I'm so sorry. RIP. Your looks got you this far, and you've been a little bit plot mischievous. It was appreciated, but your time is done. Final 3. They all kind of deserve a placement here, I'm not gonna lie. But to put some respect on his name, I'm gonna say Harold wins. The last immunity, guaranteed to be a winner or alt winner. And I know you guys might not like this, but in the respective of the season and the audience in general, I feel like Izzy has put in way too much work to get duped by the audience and voted here now, which means congratulations, Izzy and Harold. Both of you have won the second season to go along with Tyler and Heather. Just keep in mind, everything is only my opinion. Comment down who you think the canon winner is. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really mean it. Let me know if I should do World Tour, and I dare every single one of you to have a good day.